The Sun is reporting that the Princess of Wales has been seen in public for the first time since undergoing abdominal surgery.
Well, people at a Windsor Farm Shop close to her home told the paper that Kate looked happy and healthy and was joined by her children and Prince William. Well, joining us now, the Times assistant editor, Kate Mancy. Kate, it is a difficult time for the royals at the moment with all of these rumours surrounding the Princess of Wales, isn't it? But do you think that this outing yesterday is going to change things? Is it going to quell speculation?
Well, I don't see it as a kind of a press stunt as such. I think she was just out and about with her children. It's a sign that perhaps she is getting better. And as they say, you know, the palace has said all along that she's slowly recovering, that she's doing well. Has been the phrase that we oft repeated phrase that we hear from palace courtiers. So, you know, it's probably a sign of reassurance. And as we know, the Sun has backed Kate and said, you know, lay off her, let her get on with it. I noticed that they haven't really used any intrusive pictures as stuff, as such, but...
My thing is, Kate, and lovely to have you on. Thank you for coming in. I'm a true royalist. I remember when she was we were told she was ill. We're not hearing or seeing anything till after Easter. That would have been great, OK? I don't know. Some people will say the conspiracy theorists about the picture. I thought it was an attempt. It obviously went wrong. Now, to me, they're being forced to get into the car and her to look at the wall. They're being forced for people to say, in effect, oh, we've been to the farm shop. I would like to leave her alone, but by not pandering, I'm trying to find the right words for you, by even doing this, it feeds it even more, doesn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's almost like we're trying to right the ship, really.
But it's this awful feeling, isn't it, that during her recovery, should she be kind of locked away? I mean, nobody would be. You gradually take steps towards going about your kind of everyday business. So I suppose it's a sign of reassurance. But, yeah, I see what you're saying, that perhaps they should have said that and then, you know, stuck to it rather than try to reduce...
Out of respect, she's a woman who's had... If we're told she's had surgery, we should leave her alone. She's a mother of three. She's had a hard time. Interestingly, we had Kinsey Schofield on from LA earlier, who follows all the royal stuff over there in the States for us, and she said, if you went online in America, more than Trump, more than Biden, more than the Middle East, Catherine is the biggest... Everybody Googles, everybody wants to know. So there is this insatiable desire about this woman, isn't there?
And I think the couple themselves appreciate that more than anybody, and particularly William. And for him, it's the kind of alarm bells or kind of warning sign of what happened to his mother, of course, that he is very conscious of that, has been completely protective. Perhaps they've been too protective because they said initially there'll be no news.
I mean, that bubble's really important to him. He's made a big thing about family. I think this is very much to do with his mother, and I think when he becomes king, you'll see that. I think he wants for them to lead as normal a life as possible. That's my point. They were in this bubble. An innocent, maybe Photoshop picture has created this. He took the picture.
And then, you know, whatever happened, she was the person who ended up apologising for it. She was the person who, I think, got thrown to the wolves a little bit on this occasion. Whether or not she actually did the photoshopping, she's the person who's ill. And for me, it was a shame that it wasn't even a joint statement from her and her husband to say, you know, sorry, we collectively are responsible for this photograph. But with regards to her being the most Googled person or Googled term in the world at the moment, part of that is through genuine care for Kate and her well-being, but also lots of speculation about the future of the royal family, the future of William and Kate as a couple. It's not a great look globally at the moment, is it, for the UK royal family?
But it feels like here in the UK we've sort of moved on from this kind of, whatever you want to call it, Kate-gate, Photoshop-gate, whatever people are calling it online. But in the States, it kind of rumbles on, it takes its own life, and all sorts of kind of lurid claims that are going on over there, where there are different rules about, you know,
reporting on the royal family,
what they print. But I think over here, you know, a bit with Jeremy, that I feel like we've kind of got over it. You know, we put that bit to bed. And although we're fascinated by it, because it's a couple and a family that continues to fascinate. So, you know, we say that it's damaging to the royal family, but I think what would be damaging to the royal family is if nobody cared at all.
I agree. And my old man, before he passed, who worked his widow, but he said something to me that I will never lose sight of. He said, shall I tell you why she's changed the whole dynamic of the royal family, and he said she will save it. Never before has anybody really been allowed to marry outside. Coup-Stark, Prince Andrew, we know that. Group Captain Peter Townsend, Princess Margaret. This was William in love with a girl who was perceived initially to be a commoner, not... I think she is the future of the British monarchy, which is exactly why there is so much of this and so much in America. I just wanted to get better and come back, and I think we should leave. But it's been fed now. It's been fed, and it ain't going to go away, and that's frustrating.
As someone at the palace said to me, look, this is a job that she's got for life. There is no retirement date.
No,
you know, she's the future queen. What's a few months of recovery now? It's nothing, is it? In the grand scheme of what we're going to expect from our royal family and from the future queens.
You're absolutely right, but then what's going to meet her when she returns at Easter? You know, so many people are going to be asking so many more questions.
Kate, amazing.
That's all we've got time for today on the show.
We love Kate Mansi.
Our second favourite Kate, Kate M.